internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward.
Take on it.
There's trillions of dollars parked around the world.
XRP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over Swift one day?
Well,
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of 24 Hours of Crypto. Let's get right into today's video. The IMF utilizing XRP for global liquidity. You do not want to miss a second of this. I'm telling you right now, you will regret it. People will watch this video years from now. And if you guys are here, if you guys are that group of individuals years from now, hello, how are you guys doing? I'm pretty sure we're at over, $10 trillion of market cap for this whole ecosystem, but you didn't get in. Anyhow, that doesn't matter. Let me show you some hardcore information on why XRP is going to play such a dominant role in this next financial infrastructure and why it's going to flip Bitcoin and take over the number one spot 100%. Ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax. Don't let the markets scare you. The whole market across the board is down over 10%. Solana almost down 30%. But just know that these are buying opportunities for the clearinghouses. We don't know what they're doing behind the scenes. Robbie Mithnick, head of digital assets at BlackRock, he knows they're coming in. And listen, he pretty much tells you he knows, but he can't say when they're coming in about the clearinghouses.
Are the Morgan Stanleys of the world, the UBSs, the Merrill Lynches, these big wirehouse wealth platforms that are only working on an unsolicited basis. But do you think fourth quarter is on the table for some of these? Are you thinking more into 2025? Where do you think a timeline, if you had to throw a dart at a board and guess, when do you think the earliest that it could happen for one of these big wirehouses?
I won't get into specific names and timelines, obviously, but certainly this year is likely.
So I think that's what's going to be really different about this year is the institutional embrace and takeoff.
But besides them manipulating this market right now, we haven't seen a utility-driven asset take over this ecosystem, but we are so close to seeing it, and XRP is going to shock everybody. Let's set the tone. Listen to what David Schwartz says here. It aligns perfectly with what the IMF is talking about, what they're doing, the diagrams they're showing us, and the information I'm about to present to you in a PDF that I have not seen before, and I don't think you have either, is going to blow your mind. We're going to recap some information that we have done in the past, but this is a completed puzzle now, so we have to review everything, and I'm going to present it to you all in once. David, take it away.
And there have to be options. People are going to have different use cases and different demands and needs. And the XRP has a privileged place on the XRP ledger. Through pathfinding, always looks for XRP liquidity first. The auto bridging causes trades to automatically look at XRP liquidity where they don't automatically look at any other liquidity. So XRP is always going to have a privileged place as a bridge asset on the XRP ledger, and stablecoin ecosystem is not going to change that. It's just going to enable more use cases.
You see, he talks about how it'll just gravitate towards XRP, that it'll be the most attractive, right? That's very important, very, very important. And he talks about auto bridging. David Schwartz published this year. The power of auto bridging. Take a listen to what he says here. It's very important. This is going to be an educational video again, this is so valuable. I recommend you please share this. Let's get an all-time high for likes. Auto bridging is a unique feature on the DEX that utilizes XRP as the native currency to facilitate trade between any two assets on the ledger. As the native currency on the XRP inherently is counterparty free. Auto bridging capitalizes on this by automatically considering XRP as a bridge currency to find the most efficient trading route across assets. One of the key use cases for auto bridging is enabling efficient trading of stablecoins on the XRPL. Stablecoins, which are designed to minimize volatility by being pegged to a stable asset like the US dollar, are crucial for many DeFi applications. Hypothetically, let's say you want to buy a Euro stablecoin using a USD stablecoin, but there isn't a large direct market between the two. Auto bridging allows your trade to tap into liquidity from other markets by automatically finding the most efficient path for your trade, which could leverage XRP or other assets as bridge currencies. We're going to stop right there before we go on to 4. Remember what Jeremy Allaire said about scaling.
We have to preserve digital cash. That has to work on the open internet. It has to work interoperably with anyone, anywhere. That's how we're going to solve this problem. And I think we're really close. I mean, USDC itself we've seen over $3.5 trillion of transactions directly on the internet between counterparties. And so if we can, improve it with more scalable blockchain technologies like, Brad's company provides, and we can make this extremely low cost to move, and then enable individuals with digital wallets that can interact, and you can scale into the risk, right?
For example, depending on the market dynamics, when you want to make the transaction, the feature could execute your USD Euro trade by first converting USD to XRP and then XRP to Euro. And this was presented to the IMF in the same format back in 2018. Remember? Transforming global payments. And they went on to say USD to XRP and then XRP to MXN. That's the C currency, which we're going to get into that document as well. This is amazing. I can't believe how this is perfectly presented here. And talking about having a neutral bridge asset amongst all these different currencies, right? USD, Euro, PHP, Yen. Imagine they all had $300 billion in daily volume, right? Again, we're being so conservative, and they utilize digital asset XRP. Look at where there is going to be a scalability issue. And the only way to solve that is for a higher price for XRP so you could move larger payments, right? Again, it's not just about FX, it's about tokenized assets as well. This is going to get significantly larger. So when we take a look at this diagram that we presented to you a couple months ago, the global payments with RippleNet, we valued XRP at $10. And let's just say the total volume was at $556 billion daily. And let's just say that was USD, right? So what about the yen? What about the euro? What about we diversify 300 billion amongst first all the FX markets and currencies, and then we add other 300 billions in categories for tokenized assets?
There's more and more interest in the network of off-ramps that we've built over the years. So through our payments network, we can support off-ramping into 70 different countries and currencies.
Do you understand how big this is going to get? Do you understand how crucial it is for an asset like XRP to provide utility for this new world economy? It's very, very important. Let's continue on to what David says here. As blockchain technology enables the tokenization of an increasingly diverse range of assets, the number of tradable asset pairs grow exponentially. You see what I mean? This leads to an operational challenge in managing liquidity across all these pairs and combinations, resulting in fragmented liquidity pools. This innovative feature helps to optimize liquidity across the entire ecosystem, making decentralized trading more efficient and accessible. Auto bridging solves this issue by enabling XRP to serve as an automatic bridge currency between any two assets on the XRP ledger, regardless of the direct liquidity between them. So you don't even need liquidity between them, right? You're just utilizing that asset. And what's incredible here is putting everything together is the trust bridges and money flows that was published just last year. And remember what they mentioned about having a C currency. A third currency, C currency, could become a vehicle currency for the marketplace. In this case, person I would trade A currency for C currency through one market maker, which will turn to another market maker and trade C currency for B currency, and which was presented here. We covered that. But going into liquidity, and what David says, again, what's going to be more attractive.
The XRP has a privileged place on the XRP ledger. Through pathfinding, always looks for XRP liquidity first. The auto bridging causes trades to automatically look at XRP liquidity where they don't automatically look at any other liquidity. So
liquidity in the foreign exchange market is a key factor of success. The currency pair traded on the marketplace would naturally gravitate to those offering most liquidity. Moreover, central banks could participate in the foreign exchange markets to provide further liquidity, especially where markets are thinner to start with. Do you see that? They're saying it'll gravitate to those offering the most liquidity. Like which currency is offering the most liquidity, and that is what the marketplace will naturally gravitate towards. And this is the big wow factor right here. Remember, they started testing with only 3 economies. They merged all their payment systems, and they're seeing how it is being, they're testing a proof of concept. Behind the scenes, it could be larger than 3 economies now. And they told you this.
3 economies, Singapore, France, and Switzerland, and pooled their CBDCs in a common kind of offshore pool that was an automated market maker. And in that automated market maker, all the currencies could trade against each other.
Interoperability of economies actually connect more than 200 countries, and particularly their payments and securities infrastructures with each other.
The ability to enhance each other's understanding, the ability to connect the diverse economies, 200 or so countries in the world, and make sure the payment system works for all different profiles of companies.
And fairer, we need systems that connect countries. In other words, we need interoperability.
So at Ripple, what we are doing is focusing on building out that DLT international network.
And why that's so important, what they say in that clip that you just watched, is this diagram from the IMF that was released this year. It clearly shows you again that there is going to be a crypto payment system, and they're calling it just a crypto payment system. We know Bitcoin failed as a payment system. What could be this crypto payment system that they're talking about, right? Like, this is insane to me. And how large can this crypto payment system get? And listen to this. Wow. A potential shift to a multipolar reserve configuration may require global reserve currency issuers to substantially expand liquidity backstopping mechanisms to minimize the risk of disorderly switching between reserve currencies and improve access to GFSN resources. Some of you guys may be saying there, what the heck does that mean? I want to tell you right now what it means. This refers to a shift from a system where 1 or 2 currencies dominate as global reserves, like the US dollar, to a system where multiple currencies share this role. And we're headed towards an industry, an ecosystem where crypto is going to be integrated, and it hasn't yet. So it suggests that if the global reserve system shifts from a single dominant currency to a more multipolar system with several key currencies, there will be a need for enhanced financial mechanisms to ensure stability and smooth transitions between currencies. And can XRP play a role in this? Absolutely. XRP's primarily use case is to enhance liquidity and efficiency in payment systems. XRP can support new financial products, services that facilitate the transition to a more multipolar reserve system. And when XRP gains wider acceptance among central banks and financial institutions, it will become a more significant tool for global liquidity management. And the information is right in front of your eyes. We just went through PDFs from the IMF. They're talking about shifting over to a multipolar reserve configuration with all these global currencies. And they have a diagram that shows you here, crypto payment system, cool. It's all right here. I don't know what else more people want. 2018 pitch book to the IMF to this date, 2024, is what they're telling you in their PDFs. Like, that is some incredible stuff. How do people not see this? So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And if you haven't already, today is Sunday, so that means it is the last day for the Descent wallet. Link in the description down below. You get up to $130 off. This is an absolute steal. Once you click the link, make sure you do see the exclusive discount page. If not, the price will be different. So if you guys are interested, link in the description down below. Get it before the bull market starts. I'm telling you right now, you're going to see it. These guys are going to be backed up. It's going to be chaos. It's going to be chaos when everything starts. Trust me. So get ready. You could even sell to your family members. Always have more than one. You got to be ready. You never know when you're going to need it. And we'll be back with another video.
My name is Brandon Smith. I'm a 32-year-old video producer. So I originally invested in Tesla in 2017. I invested $10,000 and today it's worth, I think, about $1 million, give or take a couple $100,000 depending on the day. And you know, it's really only just beginning. I found this guy, his name was Galileo Russell on YouTube. He has a channel called Hyperchange, and his first or second video kind of inspired me, and I looked around further and I found this forum called the Tesla Motors Club Forum, and there was these really, really smart people that covered the company in ways that, frankly, I just wasn't seeing in the news. And I was like, these guys are digging deep into the financial documents of the company and really knew what they were talking about. My reaction when this stock exploded in 2020 was, finally, I mean, the stock traded flat from 2014 through 2019. Back in 2017, direction that the world was going. I mean, these weren't just cars that we're talking about. We're talking about propulsion in general. Planes, trains, automobiles, you name it, all of this stuff is going electric. I have never really thought of a point to where I would say, I'm good, I'm gonna sell. You know, yeah, I'm currently at a good spot, but if you look at the company's trajectory, we're only at the beginning. I have no reason to sell, mostly because, you know, I've got my own place to live right now. I'm not in any big hurry. There's no real reason to completely upend my life and ruin the ability for me to, you know, look at this growth rate and just give up on it and say, yeah, I don't want to be a part of that. That's crazy. You gotta be.
Building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening. Flip the switch.
I think what we're building has, you know, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.